Hey everyone, welcome back to All About Bodybuilding. The qualification season for the 2025 Mr. Olympia Classic Physique Division is officially closed, and now we have the final lineup. A total of 60 athletes from around the world have secured their spots to compete on the biggest stage in bodybuilding. In this video, we're going to cover all the qualified bodybuilders who will be stepping on stage at the Olympia. Ramon Dino from Brazil. Ramon Dino finished fourth at the 2024 Olympia, which was slightly disappointing for fans expecting a title run. His conditioning and overall fullness weren't at their peak, but he didn't let that stop him. Just weeks later, he entered and won the muscle contest Brazil Pro, easily qualifying for the 2025 Olympia. Since then, he has remained offstage, skipping all other shows, including the Arnold, and has focused entirely on improving for the Olympia. Ramon has one of the most impressive genetic structures in the division, with a wide back, small waist, and detailed legs. If he brings sharper conditioning and a bit more upper body thickness, he could finally become the Olympia champion this year. Mike Sommerfeld from Germany. Mike Sommerfeld is entering the 2025 Olympia with a wave of momentum. He placed second at the 2024 Olympia behind Chris Bumstead, then went on to win the 2025 Arnold Classic, defeating some of the division's top names. Known for his flawless structure, excellent conditioning, and flowing lines, Mike has become a front-runner for this year's title. With Bumstead now retired, Mike is a top pick to take the throne. His aesthetics, symmetry, and stage presence make him one of the most exciting competitors to watch. Terence Ruffin from the USA. Terence Ruffin made a strong comeback in 2025 after skipping the 2024 Olympia. He won both the Pittsburgh Pro and New York Pro back-to-back, re-establishing himself as a major contender. His structure, shape, and legendary posing have only improved, and many believe this could be his best year yet. With 2 Arnold Classic wins already under his belt, Terence knows what it takes to win big. If he peaks properly, he could easily break into the top 3 or even challenge for the title. After much speculation and a lot of thinking, Breon Ansley has officially announced that he will compete at this year's Olympia in the Classic Physique division. Last year, Breon finished in the top 5, proving he is still one of the best in the category. At one point, he was considering moving up to the 212 division and leaving Classic Physique behind. But now, he has decided to stay and battle it out once again with the top classic athletes. With years of experience, incredible shape, and razor-sharp conditioning, Breon's return to Classic Physique makes the 2025 Olympia lineup even more exciting and competitive. Josema Munoz from Spain. Josema Munoz had a career-best performance at the 2024 Olympia, finishing 6th. He secured his spot for the 2025 Olympia by winning the Nutri Yummy Pro. In 2025, he also competed at the Pittsburgh and New York Pro, finishing second to Terence Ruffin in both. Some felt he pushed Terence closely with excellent shape and stage presence. Josema continues to climb, and if he brings a slightly sharper package, he could be in contention for a top 5 spot. Damien Patrick from USA. Damien Patrick earned his Olympia 2025 qualification by winning the Southern Muscle Show and later placed 16th at the 2024 Olympia. While his physique has good shape and size, his overall conditioning needs work. To move up the ranks, Damien needs to come in sharper and bring more detail to his muscle separation. Still, with his structure and work ethic, he has the tools to surprise people if he nails his prep. Matthew Grego from USA. Matthew Grego is gaining serious attention in the Classic Physique division. He placed 10th at the 2024 Olympia, then impressed everyone by finishing 3rd at the 2025 Arnold Classic. He went on to win the Detroit Pro, securing his Olympia qualification. Grego's physique is balanced with great upper body proportions and solid posing. If he continues this trajectory and brings more leg density, he could be in the Olympia top 6. Justin Badurina from USA. Justin Badurina qualified for Olympia 2024 by winning the Tampa Pro and later placed 14th at the Big Show. He didn't slow down, winning the Hurricane Pro to qualify for 2025. Justin has a tall frame and classic lines, but he needs more muscle, especially in his legs and arms, to stand against the best. If he can bring more fullness without losing aesthetics, he has great potential to move up this year. Andrea Mamoli from Italy. Andrea Mamoli became the youngest competitor to qualify for the 2025 Olympia by winning the Colosseum Pro. He is making his Olympia debut and is already being compared to a young Urs Kalecinski due to his clean structure and polished posing. Andrea still needs to pack on more size, especially in the back and legs, but for his age, his condition and flow are outstanding. He is a future star in the making and could turn heads in his first Olympia appearance. Mustafa Yildiz from Turkey. Mustafa Yildiz had an incredible 2025 season, winning both the California Spain Pro and the M-Pro Classic Pro. His physique is a complete package of aesthetics, symmetry, and crisp conditioning. With a tight waist, round muscle bellies, and excellent posing skills, he is quickly becoming one of the most well-rounded competitors in the division. Mustafa may not have the same hype as the top few, but his consistency and improvement show he is capable of cracking into the top 10 if he nails his peak at the Olympia. Luca Reger from Germany. After finishing 16th at the 2024 Olympia, Luca Reger came back strong by winning the 2025 Dennis James Classic. He decided to sit out other shows and focused entirely on improving his weak areas for the Olympia. Luca's structure is decent, with good arms and a solid back, but he still needs more density in the legs and a sharper look overall. If he brings more size with clean conditioning, he could move out of the lower tier and place higher this year. Darren Shirbayev from Kazakhstan. Darren placed 16th at last year's Olympia but quickly qualified again by winning the Invictus Pro Show. His upper body has strong potential with a detailed chest and arms, but he needs to work on balance, especially his lower body and overall size. Darren's structure is good, and if he focuses on muscle thickness and tighter conditioning, he could turn his 16th place finish into something much more competitive this year. Fani Fuadi from Indonesia. Fani Fuadi had a tough showing at the 2024 Olympia, finishing 16th but rebounded by winning Mo's Muscle Show, securing his 2025 Olympia return. Fani's physique is compact and well detailed, with impressive conditioning and shape. While he lacks some size compared to taller athletes, his lines and posing help him stand out. If he adds a bit more mass, especially in the shoulders and legs, he could push past previous limits and aim for a top 12 finish. Urs Marcelo from Brazil. Marcelo de Angelis, popularly known as Urs Marcelo, was originally known for competing in open bodybuilding. However, in a surprising shift, he made the switch to classic physique, and it turned out to be a perfect fit. After testing the waters with strong showings at the EVLS Prague Pro, 5th place, Romania Muscle Fest Pro, 4th place, and Bigman Spain Pro, 2nd place, Marcelo finally made a breakthrough by winning the 2025 Mr. Big Evolution Pro Show, securing his qualification for the Olympia. His decision to move to classic physique may have been influenced by the realization that his structure, small waist, full chest, and impressive arms is ideal for the division. Now qualified for the 2025 Classic Physique Olympia, fans are excited to see how the former open competitor will match up with the best in the classic. Michael Dabul from Kuwait. Michael Dabul placed 7th at the 2024 Olympia, showing great aesthetics and conditioning. He later won the Legion Sports Fest Pro to qualify for 2025 and placed fourth at the Arnold Classic. Double is known for his clean lines and symmetry, but he's still missing the size and stage dominance needed to crack the top 5. Still, he's been consistent and continues to improve year after year. With a bit more muscle density, especially in his legs, he could surprise many this year. Jivko Petkov from Bulgaria. Jivko returned to the Olympia stage after winning the 2025 Poland Pro. He previously placed 16th in 2024 and hopes to move up the rankings this year. His structure is solid with a balanced upper and lower body, but he still needs more maturity in his muscle quality. If Jivko sharpens his conditioning and brings more separation to his legs and back, he can make a much stronger impression this time. Kyrilo Khadayev from the USA. Kyrilo last competed at the Olympia in 2022, finishing 11th. After a long break, he came back this year and won the Texas State Pro to requalify. His frame is wide with a strong V-taper, and he has improved thickness in his arms and shoulders. With more polish and tighter conditioning, Kyrilo could be a surprise name in the Olympia lineup this year, especially with the absence of past champions like Chris Bumstead. Jaehoon Park from South Korea. Jaehoon Park finished 12th at the 2024 Olympia after placing in the top 10 the year before. This year, he bounced back by winning the Monsters Gym Pro, booking his ticket for Olympia 2025. Jaehoon's physique has clean lines and sharp conditioning, and his posing is always precise. He'll need to bring extra fullness this time if he wants to move back into the top 10. With his experience, he is definitely a contender worth watching. Kenny Moreira from Brazil. Kenny Moreira earned his Olympia debut spot by winning the Bogota Pro. He's got a great frame with a wide upper body and a tight midsection. While his name isn't as big as others, his physique has the potential to shine, especially if he nails conditioning. This will be his first time on the Olympia stage, and it's a big opportunity for him to make a lasting impression. Fabio Júnior from Brazil. Fabio Júnior placed 16th at the 2024 Olympia, but didn't stop there. He came back and won the Fitpira Pro Show to requalify for 2025. Fabio's classic shape and clean flow are his strengths, but to move up the Olympia ladder, he needs better quad separation and overall back detail. His determination to return shows he is serious about improving and aiming higher this time. Richard Nagy from Hungary. Richard Nagy has made huge improvements since placing 16th at the 2024 Olympia. He came back and won both the EVLS Prague Pro and the Muscle Contest Romania Pro, showing much better conditioning and size. He also placed third at both the Pittsburgh and New York Pro shows, proving that he is now a consistent top-tier competitor. Richard has a tight waist, strong posing, and is on a solid upward trend. Don't be surprised if he breaks into the top 10 this year. Patrick Teutsch from Germany. Patrick Teutsch qualified for his first Olympia by winning the Ben Weider Natural Pro. His physique has a clean, classic structure with great flow and symmetry. However, to stand next to the big names, he'll need to add more muscle and improve conditioning, especially in his legs and back. This is his Olympia debut, and it'll be exciting to see how he performs among the elite. Sabur Favors from the USA. Sabur Favors last competed at the Olympia in 2021, finishing 16th. After a break, he returned to the scene by winning the Atlantic Coast Pro, qualifying again for Olympia 2025. Sabur has a strong upper body and great muscle detail, but the challenge now is whether he can improve on his last Olympia showing. This return will be a test of how much progress he's made over the years. Jesus Sendra from Spain. Jesus Sendra qualified for the Olympia by winning the Spanish Grand Prix Pro. He also took second place at the Nutri Yummy Pro, showing that he's consistently bringing a good package. Jesus has great size and structure, with good back detail and strong posing. If he nails his peak, he could be a dark horse in this year's lineup and push toward the top 15. Seonghoon Park from South Korea. Seonghoon Park earned his Olympia debut by winning the DMS China Pro. Korean athletes are known for their detailed conditioning, and Seonghoon fits that description well. He has a symmetrical, clean physique and sharp separation. His challenge will be standing out against larger and more experienced competitors, but with a solid stage presence, he could surprise many. Yubin Chen from Taiwan. Yubin Chen won the Taiwan Pro Show and will make his Olympia debut this year. His physique is classic and aesthetic, with a small waist and good shape. Though this is his first Olympia, he is shown enough potential to be taken seriously. If he continues to grow and improve his density, especially in the chest and back, he can make a real impression. Anand Yadav from India. Anand Yadav made history by becoming the first Indian bodybuilder to ever qualify for the Classic Physique Olympia. He earned this milestone victory by winning the Bharat Pro Show. Anand has a very promising structure, tight midsection, aesthetic flow, and a balanced upper body. While this is his Olympia debut, many eyes will be on him as he represents India at the highest level. If he can bring improved size and crisp conditioning, he could make a big impact in his very first Olympia appearance. Phil New from the USA. Phil New punched his ticket to the Olympia stage by winning the Fit World Pro Show. This will be his first Olympia appearance, and fans are excited to see how he stands against the world's best. Phil has a well-balanced physique, solid arms, a tight core, and clean lines. With a little more thickness and sharper posing, Phil could be a solid addition to this year's Classic Physique lineup and has the potential to build a strong name going forward. Lei Yingqi from China. Lei Yingqi qualified for the Olympia by winning the China DMS Pro. He brings a well-conditioned, symmetrical physique to the stage. His upper body is detailed and his proportions are classic, but he'll need more size to go toe-to-toe with top-tier competitors. Competing on the Olympia stage for the first time, Lei will look to make a strong first impression and carry the momentum for Chinese Classic Physique athletes. Eric Abelon from the USA. Eric Abelon secured his Olympia qualification by winning the Tri-City Classic Pro Show. This will be his Olympia debut. Eric's structure is very aesthetic, with a small waist, round shoulders, and clean front shots. However, to move past the lower ranks, he'll need to improve muscle maturity and add thickness to his back and legs. With smart prep, he could bring a refined package and surprise some fans. Valentin Petrov from Bulgaria. Valentin Petrov returns to the Olympia stage after competing last in 2022, where he placed 16th. He was requalified by winning the FIBO Pro this year and aims to show massive improvements in this comeback. Valentin has strong arms and good density in his upper body, but his legs and overall conditioning need more work. If he dials it all in, this could be a very impressive return to the big stage. German Pastor from Spain. German Pastor earned his first Olympia appearance by winning the Bullman Pro Show. He also placed runner-up at the Empro Classic Pro, showing that he can compete at a high level. German's physique is very aesthetic, nice flow, symmetrical proportions, and good stage presence. If he peaks properly, he might even break into the top 15 in his Olympia debut. He is definitely a name to watch. Kai Wang from China. Kai Wang secured his Olympia qualification by winning the Monster Gym Pro Show. He also took 5th place earlier in the China DMS Pro. Kai's physique is well proportioned, with wide lats and good shoulder width. His stage presence and confidence are strong. As a debut athlete, he'll need sharper detail and more overall muscle density, but he's got good potential to grow within the division. Mohammad Murshid from Iraq. Mohammad Murshid qualified for the 2025 Olympia by winning the DMS China Pro. He has a clean, classic look with a balanced physique. His front shots are impressive, with nice arm shape and symmetry. This will be his Olympia debut, and it's a big opportunity for him to showcase his progress on the sport's biggest platform. With tighter conditioning, he could make a lasting impression. Abdullah Al Sairafi from Kuwait. Abdullah placed 16th at the 2024 Olympia, but came back stronger by winning two shows, the Legion Sports Fest and the DMS China Pro. He is one of the most structurally gifted athletes with a wide chest and narrow waist. If he can bring better conditioning and detail, especially in the back, he has the potential to break into the top 10 this year. Andy Paredes from the USA. Andy Paredes had a dominant season in 2025, winning three pro shows, the Optimum Classic, Oklahoma Pro, and Legion Sports Fest. His physique is balanced with strong quads and a small waist. This will be his Olympia debut, and fans are eager to see how he compares against the division's top athletes. Andy has been steadily improving, and his momentum is strong going into the big show. Miguel Malimo from Mozambique. Miguel Malimo had to compete in several shows before finally earning his Olympia spot by winning the Tsunami Pro. He also competed recently at the Dubai Pro, where he placed 16th. Miguel has sharp lines and a tall frame, but his muscle mass and thickness are areas where he still needs improvement. This Olympia experience will help him grow and refine his presentation for future seasons. Franklin Audu from Canada. Franklin Audu qualified for the Olympia by winning the AGP Pro. He was also listed for the 2025 Arnold Classic but didn't end up competing. This will be his first time on the Olympia stage. Franklin's physique features solid proportions and a classic look, but to move into serious contention, he'll need to bring improved size and better overall balance. Still, this debut is a great chance to show his potential. Yemi Adebayo from the United Kingdom. Yemi Adebayo earned his Olympia debut by winning the British Championship. His physique is classic with beautiful lines and symmetry, and his posing flows effortlessly. Yemi has been steadily building a strong fan base, especially in the UK, and now he gets to show his talent at the Olympia. If he brings improved conditioning and more muscle fullness, he could impress on the big stage. Sunmeet Gill from India. Sunmeet Gill became the first Sikh bodybuilder to ever qualify for the Olympia by winning the Bharat Pro Show. He also competed at the Dubai Pro Show, where he placed 16th. Sunmeet has a well-structured physique with wide shoulders and solid leg development. This year marks his Olympia debut, and while he's still early in his pro career, fans are excited to see how far he can go in the years ahead. Chen Kang from China. Chen Kang placed 16th at the 2024 Olympia but returned in 2025 stronger than ever. He won the Toronto Pro and later claimed another victory at the Huangji China Pro, earning his second Olympia qualification. Chen has excellent conditioning and muscle maturity, with thick arms and a strong chest. If he improves his stage presence and continues refining his lower body, he could place much higher this year. Maysam Esgandari from Iran. Maysam Esgandari earned his IFBB Pro card at the Olympia Amateur and shocked many by winning the AGP Pro in his pro debut. Now, he's heading into his first ever Olympia. Maysam's physique is dense with muscle, and his conditioning was solid in his qualifier. While he's still raw in terms of posing and stage presentation, he has the potential to grow fast in this division. Mahmoud Al-Dura from Canada. Mahmoud Al-Dura qualified for the Olympia by winning the Bodybuilding 1 Classic Pro. He also competed at the Toronto Pro, finishing 5th. Mahmoud has a strong structure and good symmetry, but he'll need to bring much sharper conditioning to stand out on the Olympia stage. This will be a major test for him to see how he compares with the elite of the division. Kai Liu from China. Kai Liu won the Huangji China Pro 2 show and requalified for the Olympia. He competed in multiple events last year and has gained valuable stage experience. Kai has a well-conditioned body with a good balance of size and flow. Now, the challenge will be to bring even better density and polish to move up in the Olympia rankings. Eric Wildberger, Lisboa from Brazil. Eric Wildberger placed 15th at the 2024 Olympia, then later finished 9th at the Dubai Pro. He came back and won the 2025 Indy Pro, requalifying for the Olympia once again. Eric's physique is round and full, with a good stage presence. With a few improvements in conditioning and detail, especially from the back, he can move up the ranks this year. Rainer Stimmler from Germany. Rainer Stimmler earned his Olympia qualification by winning the 2025 Flex Weekend Italy Pro. He also placed 7th at the Empor Classic earlier this year. Rainer has a clean look with great proportions and solid posing skills. This will be his Olympia debut, and based on his recent improvements, he could make a strong impression if he peaks at the right time. Logan Franklin from the USA. Logan Franklin finished 13th at last year's Olympia. In 2025, he took second place at the Arnold Classic behind Mike Sommerfeld, and later he won the Florida Pro Show to qualify for Olympia 2025. Logan has always been known for his clean lines and stage presence, and fans are looking forward to seeing his improved package this year. Matheus Menegate from Brazil. Matheus Menegate placed 9th at last year's Olympia. This year, he first competed at the Tampa Pro Show where he was runner-up, then won the Texas Pro Show to qualify for Olympia 2025. He has good size, structure, and a true classic look. After a top 10 finish last year, everyone is curious to see where he lands this time. Fabian Mayer from Austria. Fabian Mayer from Austria first tried the open class at the Mr. Big Evolution Pro Show where he placed 4th. Later, he won the Austrian Oak Pro Show and qualified for Olympia 2025. This year, he will compete in Classic Physique. His aesthetic lines and sharp conditioning make him an exciting new face for the Olympia stage. Niall Darwin from the UK. Niall Darwin finished 11th at last year's Olympia. In 2025, he won the Tampa Pro Show and earned his qualification for Olympia 2025. Fans in the UK are excited to see what kind of improvements he brings to the stage this year. Breon Ansley from the USA. Last year, Breon won the Dubai Pro Show and finished 5th at the Olympia. After the Olympia, he decided to move to the 212 division, but later he announced that he would return to the Classic Physique division. This year, we will see Breon back on the Classic Physique Olympia stage, ready to compete once again. Gabriel Pereira from Brazil. Gabriel Pereira first competed at the Muscle Contest International Show where he finished in the top 5. Later he won the Sur Pro Cup and earned his Olympia qualification right at the end of the qualification period. This Brazilian newcomer brings symmetry and stage presence to the Classic division. Piotr Wojtowicz from Poland. Piotr Wojtowicz made his pro debut at the Europa Pro Show and won it, qualifying straight for the Olympia. He has a very classic structure with nice detail and separation. However, he still needs more muscle mass and size to fight against the top names. Still, it's a great achievement for a first-year pro. Emanuele Ricordi from Italy. Emanuele Ricordi placed 16th at last year's Olympia. In 2024, he took runner-up at the Iveles Prague Pro Show, and in 2025, he won the Euromuscle Pro Show to qualify for Olympia 2025. Italy's classic fans are waiting to see his improvements and where he can place this year. Livingstone Livigno from Brazil. Livingstone Livigno qualified for last year's Olympia but decided not to compete. This year, he won the Brazil show and qualified for Olympia 2025. He will finally make his Olympia debut, and many believe he has one of the best structures in the Brazilian classic physique scene. Kellen Wilson from Canada. Kellen Wilson placed 16th at last year's Olympia. In 2025, he won 2 pro shows, the Chicago Pro and the Vancouver Pro, and earned his Olympia qualification. Everyone is waiting to see what kind of improved physique he brings to the stage this time. Diego Galindo from Colombia. Diego Galindo from Colombia also finished 16th at last year's Olympia. This year he won the Mexico Pro Show and qualified for Olympia 2025. He has a tight waist and balanced lines. We will see how he looks against this year's deep lineup. Kim Angel from Spain. Kim Angel placed 16th at last year's Olympia. In 2025, he won two shows, the Tupelo Pro Show and the Linda Murray Atlanta Pro Show, to qualify for Olympia 2025. With his sharp conditioning, he could move up into the top 15 this time. Manuel Angelo from Brazil. Manuel Angelo won the 2025 Muscle Contest Experience Pro Show and qualified for Olympia 2025. This Brazilian newcomer brings a fresh and aesthetic look to the classic division. Austin SP from the USA. Austin SP first competed at the Texas Pro Show where he took 4th place, then won the RGV Classic Pro Show to qualify for Olympia 2025. This will be his first Olympia. He has a classic frame and good muscle maturity, and it will be exciting to see where he lands. Alex Cambronero from the USA. Alex Cambronero last competed at the 2022 Olympia where he placed 9th. After a long break, he returned in 2025, winning the Masters Olympia overall title and also winning the Tokyo Pro Show to qualify for Olympia 2025. After such a long time away, fans want to see what kind of package he brings back to the big stage. And that's the full list of 60 athletes qualified for the 2025 Classic Physique Mr. Olympia. With so many big names and new faces, this year's competition is going to be more exciting than ever. Who do you think will rise to the top and challenge for the crown? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more bodybuilding updates. Thanks for watching and I'll see you at the Olympia.